give you a message on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to come.
Okay. Okay.
But we'll do it, yeah?
Hey guys, welcome to another video. It's your boy Sebastian here with Leading Man Attraction. Here you're going to be able to see an infield approach where one of my clients, his name is Luke, you may be familiar with him if you stick to the channel. He was with me at the Warsaw Bootcamp not too long ago. You will see him do an infield approach and we will be breaking it down so that you guys can learn how to successfully lead an approach with a total stranger that you meet during the day in the middle of the street. In other words, how to successfully maneuver day game. Now he has been staying very consistent and you will notice that he is very calm and composed in this approach. However, I'm not going to give you too much information right now. We're just going to break it down step by step and there you will be able to see what he does. I will tell you why he does it and then you'll be able to learn quite a lot just from watching this simple approach. So if you want to get good at game and if you want to have a solid structure to follow, then I recommend that you stay till the end of this video because the full breakdown is going to be very, very informational for you. We're going to go straight into it, then I'm going to pause it and give you the breakdown of what is happening and why.
2 seconds. I know this is really random, but I just saw you to walk past.
Yeah.
I wanted to say hello. Kind of cute. What's your name? From London.
Oh, I'm from Poland.
How's your day going?
Yeah.
Good?
Good, okay.
I like your reflex.
So straight away you will see that that is a very textbook open. It's direct. He said that he saw her randomly, that she looked kind of cute. And this works quite well on girls who potentially are foreign. We found a lot of success with this opener in Poland. Sometimes it's better to be a little bit more observational instead of direct straight away to build a little bit of a conversation. Sometimes it's better to go indirectly into a conversation. There's many different ways that you can go about it depending on the circumstances that you find yourself in. If you want to know more about opening, how to do it, how to calibrate your open, what type of opener you can use in what situation, I recommend that you get on my course. It's called The Opener. I'm going to link a card to it right now. Check it out. It's a really, really concise and detailed course that is going to teach you how to open, and it's going to do it in very simple terms. In this approach, Luke decided to go in directly, state out his intentions, but notice how he keeps on talking. He doesn't just wait for the girl to tell him, oh, thank you, that's amazing, what's your name? He keeps the conversation going. He doesn't wait for the girl to invest too much because a direct opener will not really get you a lot of investment in most situations unless the girl is really, really, really into the way that you look straight away and she's investing a lot. Sometimes that may happen. A lot of the times the girl will say thank you. They will give you a moment to carry the conversation, and if you don't, the girl will either say, what's your name out of politeness, or she will simply move away, say thank you, and then say goodbye, right? So you got to keep talking after a direct opener, which is what Luke is going to do right now. So let's check it out.
Kind of different, like, different to back home in England.
Okay.
Wear like all bright colours. I'm very neutral today.
Good.
What's your plan today?
I'm looking for
Special gift for your mother? No?
a little bit of shopping.
Yeah. How's it going? Struggling. I'm one up on you. Come on. See, I've already done my first bit.
Now here you can see that there is a little bit of something called small talk, and a lot of people think that this is wrong, that this is killing the vibe, that this is going to lead absolutely nowhere. However, it is necessary because this is what relaxes the girl, gets her to open up. And also, if you notice what he did specifically, and this is something that I taught Luke, and I teach it to all my clients, is to get logistics, right? So he is in a shopping mall, and now he knows that she is going to be doing some shopping, which is why he is following that trail, right? So he understands if she is leaving shopping now, if she just started, if she is meeting her friends for shopping, what she's shopping for, right? Yes, it's small talk, and yes, if you don't go away from that at some point, it could become very monotonous and boring, but it can give you a avenue of conversation, and it can also help you to gouge out a girl's logistics. When you've got logistics, you can decide whether, okay, this girl has a minute, let's flirt a little bit, be more direct, get the number, then call her a little bit later on. Or if she has a bit more time and you like the girl and the vibe is going well, you have the option. Okay, I know that she's got time, I can go on an instant date with her. Or, you know what, I want to do some more approaches, let's go for the number, the vibe is great. So that is why logistics and small talk is important. It doesn't necessarily mean that an interaction is being very boring or that it doesn't go anywhere, as long as you're able to lead it. Now also notice that Luke is making some observations, right? He said that he's got a bag already, so he's one up on her. So he's cracking a little joke just to get the girl to open up a little bit more. This girl's a little bit shy, but she's also not distant, right? She's smiling, she's laughing. That is also because of the vibe that he has. Notice his control tonality. Notice that he is coming with a very good frame, very masculine frame, but he's not intimidating. He's also not passive. And if you notice, he did a front stop, and a front stop is good because then you don't have to walk with the girl. You don't have to try and avoid other people that are walking through the shopping mall. He's coming from the other direction, and then he stops her, and that way he's got her full attention as well straight away. He gives her a little bit of personal space, but they are quite close, which is also a really good sign, because if he wanted to, he could add a little bit of physical escalation on teasers. So let's jump right back into the infield to see what happens next.
I keep it simple. Guys, when we go shopping, we
Yeah.
what's that? Down. When girls go
Yeah,
shopping,
I like it.
we like just walking around for like 3 hours and without choosing anything. So, I don't know. You have an interesting vibe. I'm not really. I don't really know. I don't know much about you. Are you like a specialist in something?
No, I just like walking for
Working at home. Drinking a cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Watering the garden
Yeah.
at lunchtime.
And
Yeah.
I think today
I like that.
I go to shopping center.
Go shopping.
Yeah.
I reckon you're going to be in it for like 6 hours.
Now here you can see that potentially he could throw in a couple of questions to actually get a bit of information about the girl and who she is, just to actually get to know the girl on a more personal level. He hasn't done that, so he actually went into the observation and assumption phase, which is an exercise that I teach. If you don't know what to say and you're struggling, nothing comes to your mind, just make an observation or an assumption. And here he was doing that. He was also talking about how girls do shopping without really doing any shopping, right? They walk around for 3 hours. So he's trying to crack a couple of jokes. The girl is engaging. He could have asked her how she learned English, and then said, you know, maybe I could teach you some more English, you can teach me some Polish, have a little bit of a role play, teacher-student dynamic. He didn't do it here, however, that doesn't mean, again, that it's a bad set. This is just a potential upgrade to an already good vibe and frame. Let's continue. Let's see how he gets into seating the pool and closing in a moment.
By the time I do that, my legs will fall. So I'm here with friends. We've been here since last Wednesday. We go tomorrow evening.
Oh.
But you have quite a nice one, a kind of cute smile. So I was thinking potentially asking you to drink later. If only if you come in, you're wearing that, come in all black, like a bit of a bad. Maybe like about 8 o'clock. I'll give you a message on WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome to come.
Okay. Okay.
But we'll do it. Yeah.
Here you can see that there was a little bit of silence. Now, when you're talking to a foreign girl, sometimes you will find that they will kind of look like they don't really understand what's being said, but they don't want to seem like they don't understand. So sometimes they will kind of go a little bit quiet, or maybe rephrase what you're saying. However, again, here he could have got a little bit more personal with the girl, to then know more about her, so that when he does see the pull like he's trying to do here, it comes off a little bit better. However, the girl liked him, she liked the vibe, and even though there was a little bit of a silence, he held it for a moment, and then he took the lead into getting the girl's number. Right now, there's a lot of reasons that could potentially indicate why there was this silence. For example, like I said, maybe she didn't understand him. Second point could be that she was kind of thinking about whether she wants to come out, but then he decides to lead and says she's welcome to come out. Again, there's not a lot of pressure. He's not saying come out, you need to come out or anything like that. He's just saying you're welcome to come out. I'll send you a little message, and if you're free, we can organize something. And that is the best way to show your intention without pressurizing the girl to come with you. And again, it's just very chill, very relaxed game, which is the best form of game. It's very easy and simple to do. You don't feel like you're doing something crazy, something out of the ordinary. You're just having a conversation. Let's jump into the rest of this interaction, and then we'll kind of go over the summary of it all.
My
Do
Instagram?
you know? Do you know where Cocktail Max is? You heard of it?
Yeah.
Dom Whiskey. Yeah, that place. I'll give you put your number and I'll give you a message.
Okay.
About 8 o'clock is pretty free.
Okay.
I love your little. Cool. Is it a Polish number?
Yeah, Polish number.
Brilliant. And I'll say look.
Okay.
Bad girl.
Oh.
Black.
Black.
Who is still shopping at 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay, cool. I'll give it a message later.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
That's the end of the interaction. You can see that he still cracked a couple of jokes. She wasn't really giving him much in terms of personal information. He could have done a little bit better on that front to build a little bit more comfort. He could have shared a little bit more about himself. However, he did say that he is here with a couple of friends. He gave her a little bit of information, and then when he was seeding the poll, he was already planning where he's going to take the girl potentially, right? And it's always good to have a little plan. You can mention a nice place that the girl will recognize. So the place that he did mention, Dom Whiskey, is quite a popular bar in the area that we were in. So the girl said that she does know it. And if you are mentioning a nice place that is quite well known, then the girl is more likely to say yes, because she can associate that with fun. In terms of how the set really went as a whole, it was quite good. It could have been a little bit better through sharing a little bit more information and also doing a couple more teasers. He could have done the student to teacher roleplay dynamic if you wanted to. It is a little bit cliche sometimes, however it does get a couple of laughs, and it does create that man to woman frame and that playfulness. I'm not saying that he did anything wrong here, because he really didn't. He had a really positive, fun vibe and frame. He didn't stutter. He didn't show any signs of nervousness. He did a little bit of a touch on the shoulder as the girl was leaving. He seeded the pull very, very well, and it was very simple. Now, this girl was quite receptive, even though she wasn't exactly giving him lots of information either. So he maneuvered that really, really well after finding out her logistics. He could have taken her out on an Insta date, however he decided not to, because we were doing a lot of approaches that day and we were recording stuff. You can ask a girl for an instant date if you know she's just shopping. The simple structure is to open well. Again, check out the opener if you want to know different ways of opening. Get logistics, so you understand how much time you have with the girl and to gouge out a little bit of information about her. Thirdly, you want to build a little bit of comfort through exchanging a little bit of information. So he missed that part a tiny bit, even though he told her that, we are there for a few days. But you may want to do that for a little bit longer if you know that she has the time. If the girl hasn't got the time, then what he did there was really, really good. Number 4, you want to do a couple of teasers, a couple of playful jokes, just to build up that man to woman vibe. You want to also seed the poll, so you want to suggest a potential place for a meetup, see how the girl responds to that. If she responds pretty well, you then take her number, give her a text or a call, and then schedule a time and day for meeting up. And that's how simple day game can be if you have a structure, if you've experienced it, if you've removed any bad habits that you're making. Again, you may need a coach to get good at this. It seems quite simple the way that Luke did it, but he has a lot of experience in doing this. He's had quite a lot of coaching. He's a totally different guy from the one that I met a few months ago. His vibe changed, his confidence changed, the way he leads interactions has changed a lot. He's a lot more playful, and he really enjoys game now. So that is all very crucial. You don't want to lie to girls, in my opinion. You don't want to manipulate them with fake information. You don't necessarily need to always, have special lines that are gonna neg the girl, or lines that are gonna get a specific response. Game can be quite simple and fun and easy, just like you've seen here. That is the way that I teach it, at least. If you like this video, if you like what you saw and you want to get some coaching, email me at leadingmindattraction@gmail.com, and we can potentially have a quick free consultation call where I can present you with a plan of action to help you improve your game, relax around women, and score some dates. That's it for this video. If you're new here, then subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for checking this out, and peace.